What if I just say that? We'll be okay with that, right?
What's up, my fig dude?
When life is but a torture, welcome to Smiley's Corner. Yeah!
Welcome to Smiley's Corner. My name's Smiley. We are gathered here today with my good friend Cole
Hey, guys.
and my other good friend John.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. We had to leave you guys wanting.
Frothing for more.
We had to leave you guy wanting. A guy wanting.
Did you come back from North Carolina without using articles in your grammar? Some of that Eastern grammar?
That is kind of weird because it's still the
Doesn't make
South,
sense.
but it is like... No, I was going to...
It's a different twang.
I was going to ask if anyone considers themselves like, yo, bro, I'm a East Coast boy. Like, you live in North Carolina. Like, yeah, but East Coast, yo.
Yeah, they can't really claim that south of the Mason-Dixon, can they?
I don't think so.
Being East Coast, West Coast
And
thing.
where we
no.
were is close to Tennessee also. I don't think anyone in
Yeah, I've
Tennessee
never heard anybody from the South also claim, like,
Florida is not
East
like...
Coast bias and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, like our
East Coast hip-hop.
Yeah, our North Carolina East Coast ribs are better than your turkey burgers.
Yeah,
Wait,
'cause
that's not a comparison at all.
All
Sorry.
the rappers, they all claim Dirty South, like Ludacris from Georgia, and
That's true. It's true.
Trick
South.
Daddies from Florida.
Trick Daddy.
What
Yeah.
is... I was just about to ask if there was any Florida rappers. I mean, obviously there is. I just don't know.
Florida.
any. You know, that's the first one I thought, but...
Pitbull.
Is he a rapper?
He does do some rapping. I'm
He's
not
like a
sure
hype man.
if you consider him a rapper, but
I mean, I'm not even trying to be offensive. I'm just wondering if he would consider himself
I
a
listened
rapper.
to a Pitbull freestyle in the car the other day.
Freestyle. Was he on Sway in the morning?
No, it was an old mixtape that I had.
Oh.
How old?
I don't know. Logan gave it to
It's
me
not-
a long
so it's
time
not an
ago,
actual
so it's
tape?
like from the early 2000s, probably. No, it's a CD. But
Okay. Well, I just wanted... That was definitely a good gauge on
Oh.
how old this thing is.
Whenever you said Trick Daddy,
Uh-huh.
you might have seen the confused look on my face because I was thinking Tricky.
Oh.
Oh,
I just
definitely not
flip-flopped.
from Florida.
Sort of like the old Moby Fat Boy Slim thing, but in this case,
Oh, actually, Rick
was
Ross is also from
What's
Florida.
Uh-huh. Okay. What's up?
Shut up.
I love
that's Rick Ross.
No, that's
the
Trick Daddy.
Daddy.
Okay.
I do like that song. I'm not gonna lie. I remember watching that a lot
It's a
on
fucking
BET.
anthem and a banger.
Okay.
It's so simple, but you throw some kick-ass hi-hat beats on it, and you're off to the fucking races.
Man, I don't think Pitbull would do very well, like on Sway in the morning, because they have a lot of people that. I saw Shia LaBeouf freestyle on there,
Yeah.
Jeez.
and I bet Shia LaBeouf could do better than Pitbull. Maybe, I don't want to.
Man, I watched his Hot Ones recently. Did y'all see that?
Yes,
Shia?
actually, I did.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf is pretty fucking hilarious. That dude's like out of his fucking mind.
I don't get how he
the
talks.
best.
Like he kind of sounds like people I grew up with. I'm like, you're
Yeah.
not anywhere. Yeah,
What
brother.
do you mean?
He just like,
Like a
yeah, man, we're gonna eat some wings, brother. Yeah, for sure, man.
where
Like
the hell is he
kinda-
from?
I'm pretty sure it's California, born and raised.
Okay, it's one maybe Bumpkin, California guy. One of those.
I mean, I don't think so, because I mean, he was right wherever he needed to be to be on
Holes?
television.
Or
Oh,
the
like-
Ren, what's the name of that show he was on with?
Oh, Even Stevens.
Even Stevens. How could I forget?
I like him. He's done a lot of stuff that disappoints me, but
Holes.
I really not even movie style. I think it's like outside of
Just being sort of the
drunk guy fighting people. Like he made a short film that literally ripped off a comic book, almost like frame for frame, like just straight up ripped it off. And
that's not right.
What's funny though is it should make me hate him more. But so he apologized, and he had this big long spiel, like a thing that he wrote out. But people found out that he plagiarized his apology,
He doubled down.
and I'm like, "Are you
Jeez.
like?" That made me think, like, "Come on, man, he's just fucking with." Like that's kind of funny, but
High-level trolling.
yeah. So it's like
He's
I don't
playing
know.
4D chess,
Yeah,
man.
he's a bizarre guy. He's definitely got his hands at a lot of stuff. I know he does a lot of different things. And that Peanut Butter Falcon movie, like I say, I like him, but I feel like I shouldn't.
Whoa, what's the name of this movie?
The Peanut Butter Falcon.
Okay.
I believe it's him and a I don't want to assume, but I believe his co-star is
mentally challenged,
Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I believe he wants to be a wrestler. And somehow or another, they come up with the name Peanut Butter Falcon for him. And I believe it's like a cross-country trek to get this guy in some wrestling school.
Okay. PBF.
It's a not
sounds
a
like
age.
Sort of sounds like an indie-esque
Oh yeah,
film.
it's definitely like, yo, bro, we're just trying to win some awards here. I mean, it looks all right. It looks like there's like, oh, that's funny and heartwarming, and also I'm crying now. So.
Is it the same actor who was in the Standing Outside the Fire video, the Garth Brooks video? That same kid? It was like
I don't think so. I don't know who that is.
Flaming hurdles on the track, just fucking going through them.
Oh, that's a real video?
I think so. I may have exaggerated him.
They have a
running
Down
through
syndrome kid jumping flaming hurdles?
Yeah, and of course with Garth, there's flames. There's, I mean, the song is called "Standing Outside the Fire."
Yeah. I watched. You know how I don't know if you guys watch Ellen a lot, but she does this thing where she has this like little end table between the chairs that
Still not dancing.
Somebody jumps out. I don't know if she does the dancing. I don't really watch it. I watch clips, but people always jump out of the end table and scare the guest. Garth Brooks, cool as a cucumber. He just like laughed at it.
Well, who tried to scare him?
It's not anybody famous. It's usually
Like her producer?
yeah,
or...
somebody. But it was even funnier because the girl. This is what's confusing too, is because so the girl, as far as I could tell, like jumped out. She actually tripped on the way getting out of the end table too, so that made it even funnier. But he was like, "How long was she in there?" And it's like, "Well, it's actually a he, dressed as a she."
Oh, Garth.
And I was so confused because I'm like, "Well, if it's dressed as a she, wouldn't he want to be called a she?" I don't know. I was just confused. It wasn't awkward at all to me. I was just watching it and I'm like, "Well, I don't know." Well, didn't he get the right pronoun if it's dressed like a she?
Yeah, things are crazy with Garth.
I wouldn't even ask.
But yeah, I just thought it was funny that he wasn't phased at all. But there's a lot of people that like. I mean, I
like point of privilege.
People jump out of their seat, maybe have to change pants. Hey, was Garth on there promoting the Ken Burns documentary film Country Music?
I know. I heard it was good, but I don't know. Actually, that's how I heard it from Steve Martin. That's how I looked into Steve Martin after he spoke highly of the Ken Burns country music documentary.
Yeah.
That's how I found out he lives in North Carolina, Brevard.
It's a nice little town.
Yeah.
That you guys...
We swam next to a waterfall, dude.
Was it a... Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
You guys jump off?
Yeah.
On top? And...
Not the top of it, but we jumped in that little watering hole thing at the bottom of the waterfall.
Okay, we jumped 5 feet into water. We didn't go... I don't know how tall the waterfall is. 100 feet's way too tall, right? That's just not 100 feet.
I don't know.
I feel like 70 feet is a good estimate.
70? Okay.
Yeah. And I have no gauge of fucking size. That's why I say I have a 10-inch cock. Cause I'm like, I don't know. Is that know what 10 inches is?
I ain't never seen a ruler. So 70 feet is definitely a little too high.
Yeah, and you would definitely. I'm pretty sure you would die because
shallow waters.
There were certain parts where I could stand, like pretty much like right by the waterfall.
Oh, it says it's 60 feet high.
There you go.
Look at you, John.
Oh, that's funny. That picture of it looks like pictures we took, so it just looks like we Googled it.
But John and Logan hung out here in the bottom and bathed themselves.
Hell yeah.
In the water.
It's coming down. Yeah, it's really. I mean, it was fun, but it's really not like. It's not like peaceful, I guess you would say, because it's just fucking loud.
Just rushing water.
Yeah, and you're like, what? I was gonna yell,
geez.
but I probably shouldn't. Yeah, it's not really like.
Jeez, guy.
And it was freezing cold water. But they had this thing called the sliding rocks, where it's basically just water rushing over this like kind of smooth rock surface, and it's just a slide. It's that. That water was not rushing like that.
Man, that was a heavy rush.
Dude, look at all those people.
Yeah.
There's
just hanging out.
There was like.
Is that are
people.
They on a line to?
Yeah, there's actually railing.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, you can walk up it.
Yeah, the whole thing is just solid rock, but you can walk up. There's just a railing there, so you can hold on and just walk up to the top. And then once you get up here, it just like lets you get out. We went up there while it was. I'm guessing it was the end of the season, The water was very cold everywhere. The temperature outside was still pretty moderate, but they normally have like a lifeguard and shit set up.
Okay.
But
nothing, bro.
yeah,
You
it was
just
us
went
and
wild.
like maybe like 10 other people, and we were just like sliding down like infinitely.
Yeah, I tried
That's
not to
awesome.
get a picture of the railing because that kind of like ruins the. Hey, we're in nature. There's a railing right there, dude. I mean, it's still cool, but you know, it just kind of takes you out of it. The water was not going that crazy, but I kind of wish it would have been.
Yeah, it looks crazy, man.
But yeah, I think we went at perfect time of day. It's it's like a Monday. It was like 5 p.m. So
It won't be good audio for the podcast, but I'll show you a video later of Logan, Ben, and John all sliding down.
Hell yeah. At once?
Smiley got
Yeah.
Smiley got stuck halfway down.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Oh, no.
I had a lot of fuck ups on our little hiking.
Oh,
journey.
there was a probably the funniest thing that was not on film was we went kayaking as well, and we found a rope swing.
Found it? Or?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we're just like going down. It's like, oh, there's a rope hanging from a tree. Let's stop and it probably took 30 minutes before anyone actually swung into the water because it was like, oh, I don't know. But Smiley, I grabbed a little low on the rope and kind of like. You didn't slam into the ground, but kind of like drug your legs along the ground. But he's still going fast enough to where you can't really do anything about it. And then it's like, well, I'm going to have to let go when I get over the water. And it's like horizontal, parallel with the water level. I don't know. It was hysterical looking. I wish that would have been on film so bad. I laughed so hard.
Everyone laughed very hard.
So, like, your bottom half torso was just dragging and you're... And
Yeah.
then, like, you go into the water.
Sideways, and like the water was kind of shallow, so everybody's like,
Oh,
"Oh
yeah.
shit! Like, is this gonna be bad? Like, this is really funny unless it's bad."
Yeah, I got really scared there for a moment. When you came up and I was laughing, and then I was like, okay, if he comes up dead, I won't laugh anymore. But you gave a thumbs up, and I
But
was like,
Logan like did like a decent one. He got like some distance and got like away from the shore, and he still like banged his foot on like a rock or something.
Now,
yeah, it
Stitches?
wasn't.
No.
No,
Nah.
fucking Logan, bro. You know Logan, man.
Just sucked the blood out and just kept going.
Yeah,
Healed the wound with the saliva. Just kept on trucking.
yeah. I just massaged his foot the rest of the kayak trip.
Hell yeah.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe if they get some rain, maybe you'll have higher water levels.
Hopefully, because I would definitely want to check that out. I don't know how much time we'll have, but
Yeah, that's.
we can make time.
I don't know what the weather will be like whenever you go.
Find a wormhole or something. Just create more time, you know.
But for like, we went up there. We just made like a day trip of it. But we went to Fire Tower and climbed to the top of that. And we
Fire
actually
tower is just a tower. Why do they call it
It
fire
was like
tower?
an old satellite tower.
I think it might be for like seeing like forest
Oh.
fires and stuff.
There's a fire over there.
Yeah, because they
Okay.
did have like there was like some kind of shed, so they might have like some kind of communication equipment in there or something. But we basically did like a pretty reasonable hike uphill, climbed the fire tower, and you can see like the mountains from all the way around.
Damn.
And then we stopped and looked at the backside of that Looking Glass Fall, that 60-foot waterfall. It's just a big rock face on the other side of the mountain. It's just like a bald rock face in the middle of all this green. We did the sliding rock. What else did we do? And then we went to the big waterfall.
Oh, there was the watering hole where we jumped off a rock.
Yeah.
The
We went-
5 foot
rock.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skinny Dip watering hole or something like that.
It was a little.
Skinny Dip Falls.
Yeah, it's Skinny Dip Falls.
Anybody
Huh?
get down with the?
No, fuck no. I
should've
I
started
strolled up naked and I'm like, why is there 40 people here clothed? There wasn't 40, probably like 20.
Their dirty badge, just all getting
But
everybody.
It is kind of weird to just kind of like, I mean, you know, it's kind of a trek to these things. It's not crazy, but it's just weird to like just be walking through the woods and there's this watering hole and it's like we're just hanging out in the woods with like 20 other people we don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Any beer drinking? Probably didn't. You probably don't want to drink beer
think
hiking
they,
up a mountain, but
Yeah, probably.
you never know.
Actually, yeah, beer would be a bad idea here, man, because there's
So greenies.
a lot of death could happen. I think like that's good that they don't allow. I know for sure at the sliding rock thing, they don't allow.
Did you guys
Beer.
smoke pot?
Did you smoke pot, Smiley?
No, I was offered lots of marijuana, but I didn't take any.
I wasn't. You never mind. I was offered. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, no one offered me. You need to turn down. No, I did not smoke any marijuana. I don't want to smoke that North Carolina bullshit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I feel you,
North
dog.
Carolina fans.
I'm gonna have to lower my standards when I get out there.
Oh snap! You hear that?
Tom Petty's been there for 2 years.
Oh, one of the funniest. We'll get to Tom Petty.
Nah, we don't have to.
But one of the funniest things, we went to a restaurant, Twisted Laurel, great service, great food, whatever. But Logan wanted to put it on the Cowboys game, and we're sitting at the bar, and I'm sitting like it's like Logan, Smilie, me, and then a guy sitting next to me. And it was funny because I could overhear him talking to the bartender, and he said something about the Cowboys game, and the bartender was like, "Yeah, man, this guy wanted on the game, man. They're everywhere." Like talking about Cowboys fans.
Oh shit!
And it was the Miami game. And the guy was like, "Man, that just shows you that they're fans, man. They'll watch the Cowboys play like a high school team or something."
Yeah,
which is really bizarre to me.
I would.
That's what's so weird to me because I'm like, is he
bashing?
So they're not supposed to watch it because
it's a shitty
the Dolphins
opponent?
are so bad,
like not competitive.
Well, it's a game on the schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, after the half, it was like, I don't remember
it was
the score, but it was close.
It was a weird kind of like put down. I was almost like, "Oh, that's a really nice, mean thing to say."
It's a reverse compliment.
Yeah, like these guys, their team's good this year. Like,
what do you call that? A backhanded compliment whenever you sort of plus one, -1 in one statement.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the record for the Panthers opponent? Oh, is it 1-7? Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that game this week. Like, okay, well,
it's still an NFL team. I don't get that.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's a weird view.
Yeah, that's clearly why some teams can't claim it.
Like sort of Patriots fans aren't supposed to watch divisional games the whole year because you're just gonna roll over them. Yeah. Except for the Bills, baby. Watch out for the fucking Bills this year. 3-1.
We'll see. That's what they all say every time. Watch out for the Bills.
3-1. Whatever. Did I tell you guys that I'm hopping my AFC team from the Pats to the Bills?
No, you didn't say
really?
that.
I'm declaring it now. I think this might have been done 2-3 years ago.
Whenever they went 6-0 and then shit the bed or something.
Well, that was 10 years ago.
No.
But
was it that long ago?
Yeah. I think I've made it obvious on here that I don't like my quarterbacks kissing their kids, so got to jump that train.
Does the Bills
got to
thing
jump that train.
Sting a little bit from all the 90s era Cowboys stuff?
Sting?
Yeah, just going back and forth. Because I always remember, wasn't that the big thing? Cowboys, Bills,
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it was the Bills for 4 straight years.
Yeah. That's insane.
In that Super Bowl. All losing against NFC opponents, too.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Whoops. But the Bills and the Cowboys play this year, so it's going to be... I'm so torn, guys.
Yeah,
I just don't know. I mean, should I get my non-Bills apparel out and...
I let you borrow my Bills hat.
I know someone who has a Bills shirt, but she lives way down south, so maybe by the time it rolls around, I can gather both of them up.
I was gonna say, I feel like the Bills, you won't even get shit here for wearing a Bills shirt. Maybe a Giants or obviously Eagles, but
and Deadskins.
Yeah,
I think you will, because I wore that Ravens hat and I got shit everywhere.
That's AFC.
Oh,
you got shit?
Yeah.
People were like, "Hey man, why are you wearing that?"
Yeah, I went to a barbecue place to get some food, and the guy, one of the guys making food, was like, "You need to burn that hat, man."
Burn that.
That's just playful football bro talk.
But I'm just saying, there's no. I don't think anything's off limits. If it's not Cowboys, it's not good.
Yeah, you're right. And then, but if the person getting has got to stand up and say, "Hey," and give their line of reasoning for why they're wearing it, and then
just play dumb.
No, don't play dumb.
I'd be why do I have to burn it? Because it's the Ravens. Who the fuck are the Ravens?
Okay, come on, John.
I just got this at Goodwill because I'm really poor.
Jeez,
guy.
I'm homeless.
And he'd probably be like, well, typical Ravens fan.
Now, if you're mixing and matching your Steelers and your Ravens, then
that's what you should do.
That's what you should do. Don't be a jerk.
Be that guy. Hey, we might have
You'll just be dismissed if you did that. What this guy's doing a bit.
I don't mean to change subject, but this reminded me, and I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but I'm curious your feelings. Because people when they go to see the Cowboys feel free to wear Cowboys gear, but whenever you go see a band, you can't wear a shirt of the band you're watching.
It's considered lame, and I'm gonna go and say I don't know why.
Thank you, Cole.
I don't know why.
That's at least like I think it's fine.
It's sort of cheesy, and I don't think I've ever done it. I may have worn a Local 8 show to one of their or shirt to one of their shows, but I didn't see a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't like. Ugh, look, don't
know why
Don't talk
it's-
to that guy. He's got the band shirt on. Like
He likes the band and he's here to see him. How weird. He must be a weirdo.
I think whenever I saw Propaganda, I bought their shirt and just put it on over my other shirt because I didn't want to like.
Yeah.
I could have just hung it on my belt loop. I didn't even think about that. But it was
Or
just
hung
I
it
didn't
on your
want to fuck
shoulder.
it. But yeah. Well, yeah, but still, I don't like. That's why I didn't want to do it. It's just like have to constantly hold it or adjust it. But I don't know. It's still weird to me that people look down on that. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, wear any other band shirt but that one, dude. That's so weird. That
I mean,
do
think
that.
Trying
about
to
it.
like keep your cred up, man.
But I feel like no.
but-
That's the thing. Is like no one can really explain why. Like it's just lame. I'm like, why is it lame? I'm like, you want to keep your cred up. Like you get cred for not.
Yeah,
Fronting your band?
I can't explain. I think it's stupid too. I don't hold any judgment over people that do that.
I
But
can sing every word to a band at the top of my lungs, but if I wear their shirt to the show, I'm lame.
Can I bring this to the table? You may only be allowed to wear the band shirt if you are 100% dedicated. Like
Okay.
that big fucking fan.
Like if you wear a Local 8 shirt and
You
you're like,
best
"What's your
know-
favorite song?" Bound for the Floor, dude. Obviously.
Like,
high fiving motherfucker.
your shirt's ripped off.
I think those are the people that should wear them. That's
You
probably
get
why people
called to
don't
the
like
carpet
'em.
by Scott Lucas. He slits your throat right there.
Oh, I'd be so disappointed if he was like. I wonder. You think that's ever happened? That like a band calls out someone for wearing their shirt?
No, there's no fucking
Well,
way.
that
That'd be the
would-
dumbest thing ever.
Whenever I saw Helmet, he was surprised by this guy who had like the oldest Helmet shirt that probably anybody's ever seen. Like
That's cool.
it looked like it was from the 90s.
He got noticed by the band
but
for wearing
the guy was like so drunk he didn't know what the fuck was going
That's
Oh,
on.
shit.
Wait, just shirt, man.
But it was crazy. It had like the old amphetamine reptile like logo on the back, and they hadn't been on that label in I don't know like 30 fucking years or
Oh,
something.
wow. And he probably just I don't know.
It's too bad that poor bastard was so drunk he doesn't remember like Paige Hamilton.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro.
He looked like an old dude too, but he was just like shit faced. He's like, I don't know, man. I like this shirt, man. It's awesome.
Okay.
I mean, I just got the image of AC/DC for some reason because the logo is so recognizable. Like, picture going to an AC/DC show, and nearly 100% of the people around you have just a black, like
Yeah.
I forget which one was it, Beavis or Butthead? It was Butthead, right? With the because Beavis had the Metallica shirt.
yeah.
Butthead, yeah, just a bunch of black, just a bunch of buttheads everywhere, and like just a
Little
like,
shorts on.
and like Brian Johnson's looking out to the crowd, and it's just a sea of black with the little AC/DC logo. I mean, would that be cool or not cool? I can't speak as a front lead singer
That
though.
would
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think if you were a band, that'd be pretty cool. It's just like, holy shit, all these people really did come to see my band. Like,
Yeah.
And we're
there's
leaving
no
here
questioning.
rich
Yeah.
because
We
they
got any
bought all the
AC?
shirts.
We got any AC/DC fans in the house? Oh yeah, turn the lights up.
I bet those shirts are pretty fucking expensive too. They're probably like $50 a pop at the show.
Oh,
Oh,
shit! Yeah, I don't know what they would be at an AC/DC show. Will we ever find out?
Well, technically they're an import, so you know you're getting.
Yeah, you're getting imported cotton.
Yeah.
I wonder how much a shirt at a Tom Petty show would go for these days. You know, even I felt like a little bit of thing in my gut when I make a joke about it. Still,
it's not good, man.
it's not funny, but I was only bringing it up because it's a fast 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
What are the other gentlemen in the band doing?
I think Benmont Tench, the keyboard player, has gone out on like some, I don't know if it's a solo thing, but he's gone on tour. Mike Campbell, famously, him and Neil Finn took the place of Lindsey Buckingham.
Oh, that's right.
Because remember that whole thing we talked about? It was like a
Yeah, he
year and a
was,
half ago.
Suing.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I want to
More
do my
infighting from Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Man, that's how they stay relevant, I guess. Is like, man,
Yeah, that's
bicker.
that's what Mike Campbell's doing, and I think Steve Ferroni won a drummers award. Surprise, surprise! He's
Oh,
a
wow.
kick-ass drummer, and
Do you think they both fucked Stevie?
Neil and Michael.
Yeah, that'd be funny if there was like a new love triangle. The new Rumors 2 is coming out.
Actually, knowing that band, like you would have to fuck Stevie just to get into
Oh,
the
that's
band
true. That's
because
the
everyone else has. Like
the
Mick's done it, Christine or John's done it.
Oh, wow.
If only, and you have to just be as good in bed as Lindsay was in the mid '70s.
In the mid 70s.
In the mid 70s.
So that's why they got two.
On lots of cocaine.
This is so wrong. Yeah,
How long
I
do
think
you
Mike. I think every one of the Heartbreakers are doing fine.
Do you think Lindsay brags a little bit? Like, took 2 people to replace me.
Man,
You had to get 20 more fingers to play my finger style shit.
I mean, I don't know the ego of Lindsey Buckingham, but I mean the ego of really famous musicians. You know, it's got to be pretty big. So
Yeah.
of course, a part of him's probably like, yeah, Neil Finn, really?
I played with Trent Reznor once.
Did you really?
Yeah, there's a actually I believe it's I think it was some award show. It's Trent Reznor, Lindsey Buckingham, I believe Josh Homme.
Oh.
Maybe.
Don't tell me they covered a Fleetwood Mac song.
No, I don't even remember what song it was. Honestly, it was a very it's always
That
know
sounds
what?
like a weird lineup.
I'm
Dude.
just gonna go ahead and say it that pretty much every supergroup thing that's put together, and granted this was like one performance, but it's always like kind of disappointing.
Yeah, because I see Josh Homme looks like he's on an acoustic. Oh
That's
wait,
a
that's
weird,
Lindsay.
Yeah, I don't know who's playing. I don't know who's playing
Whoops.
drums.
They both
look like
have the
Dave
hair.
Grohl, maybe?
Is that okay? That's. I mean, I've seen it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a weird. I don't know why. I mean, no offense to Lindsay, but come on, man.
Well, I remember.
I don't need your bullshit in here.
Didn't the Grammys cut off a Queens of the Stone Age performance like during the closing credits? I think
Oh,
they were
was
playing
it?
"My God Is the Sun," and it was like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome." And then they just gotta,
Probably.
gotta
did he-
get those sponsors in.
Did he
dude.
have a spiel like Billy Joe or whatever?
I think they were just playing.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh yeah, I
everyone's-
guess I can't really
And
like.
the TV feed cut to commercials for Charmin or
Hell yeah,
whatever
dude.
the fuck.
Love Charmin.
Oh shit. I gotta grab some of that before I leave. It's
Okay.
my
He's
last-
talking about toilet paper. He's not
Well, they
talking
can
about
see.
drugs.
They can see.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're recording video as well.
I gotta get some of that white from you, dog.
Yeah.
Some of
Like
that white.
Actually, it's funny they can't see, and now you're calling it white.
Oh, there's a little. There's
It's
a little
toilet paper,
tinge
ladies
of
and
it.
gentlemen. It's not cocaine.
Yeah, it's been alluded to that Smilie hoards paper products. So if you need paper products, ass wipes, nose wipes, dry
Nose
butt
wipes.
wipes.
You got Q-tips? Does your company do Q-tips? They're big into Q-tips.
Cottonelle definitely does Q-tips. Has to.
I don't know.
Or am I crazy?
They might. I'm not sure.
Shit, if they're not, I mean they're Cotton L.
Because I know Q-tip is like a
Cotton Q-tip.
brand.
Yeah, that's the thing is I think it's the same thing with Kleenex. It's like they're not really Q-tips. That's just the brand of.
Right. Kleenex is just tissue.
Yeah, they've like
Just-
Band-Aid. Is it a? I don't know what Band-Aid actually is. It's an adhesive.
Johnson,
Bandage?
It's a Johnson
Bandage.
and Johnson thing.
Johnson and Johnson. Good guys. Good guys, Johnson. and
Great
Johnson.
guys. Have you guys? I've only heard, excuse me, a little bit of this Todd Phillips thing, going on a rant about, not a rant.
The Joker director for everyone listening at home.
Yes, yes.
I haven't heard anything about it.
I've heard a lot about it. I hear a lot of people. I see a lot of people online like giving him shit, and I'm like,
I don't think I have enough to bring to the table, but I just saw a lot of comedians just say, "Well, you can't make a joke without offending people. What's wrong with you?" Blah, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah,
I
blah.
believe he basically said something about like. I think they asked him about doing comedies, and it's like
It's the culture.
he's like, it's hard to do comedies nowadays with the culture that we're in. Everyone.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
big
with this
woke thing, you know,
So people
and-
are like, oh, and then they're like, well, this show's funny, and this show's funny, and that person's funny.
Parks and Rec is funny.
Yeah, and I don't like, and I get it. I understand that there are funny things, but it's just weird to me that like colleagues and comedians and other directors are like, "What a fucking idiot, Todd."
I know that seems.
It's like now you're trying to appease the fucking assholes that are like, "Don't go see the Joker. It'll make white people fucking
shoot
kill
up?
people." And like, so let me get this straight. Shootings happen, and it's like, oh, it's the video games, and everyone's like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But when the Joker comes out, you're like, oh, great, another cis white male going to kill people. Like,
yeah, you can equate
I don't know,
the movie
so,
thing to video games.
yeah, I'm like, so you're saying that the movie is
go
going to
back and
influence, but you
forth.
think the video game thing is dumb. It doesn't make any sense to me. But he just, I don't know, he's like, he's annoyed with people like that. I mean, I think I heard
I'm kind of with him.
Joaquin Phoenix walked out of an interview with a reporter because they were asking questions about that kind of stuff, like the violence in the movie and everything. I'm like, I just don't. I'm gonna watch it. I probably will like it, but
No qualms with the Dark Knight back in 10 years
like,
ago.
Yeah,
11
I don't.
years
Yeah,
ago.
I don't. It's just.
Well,
I don't know.
maybe does it have anything to do with the guy shooting up during that?
Yeah, I think that's kind of how it.
the Joker shooting.
Mhm.
Even though didn't that guy have nothing to? He had no interest in the Joker whatsoever. He just wanted to kill people.
Yeah, and I've heard that it was a one of those the lamestream media or lamestream. What do they call it? Yeah, lamestream.
Yeah.
That's a new. I heard that phrase like 2 days ago, but
Serious?
yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, the fake news thing is obviously like that. That's front and center. But I haven't heard lamestream media. But apparently he never. I remember hearing that he like went into the theater and like I am the Joker and was like shooting people. But apparently that never really. I mean,
Really?
he shot people, but
Yeah.
like, that
Yeah.
never really happened. They have
Huh.
interviews with him on YouTube. They're fucking creepy
Really?
because he's definitely fucking drugged up. Definitely fucking like.
Is he all methy?
No, he's like. I mean, he's in a psych ward. He's like drugged up, as in like,
Oh,
hey,
like
I'm
like-
I'm not like a human being
like
anymore.
Thorazine?
Just like fucking wide eyed the
or
whole
something.
time.
Oh
And,
yeah.
yeah.
The
It's kinda-
goods.
but they're like 4-hour videos.
Damn.
Jeez.
I watched like a little bit of it, and I'm like, oh, this wasn't really as cool as I thought. I don't want to say cool now. I want to be like, no, you're cool.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Right.
I thought I was watching like serial killer stuff, and I think that popped up, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know who the guy was, and then I was reading the comments. I'm like, oh, lame. Ruined the movie for those people.
Aurora, Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had the
That,
crazy hair.
That's what that Foo Fighter song is about.
Yeah, that song that was written like 13 years prior.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Sorry, I messed up the joke.
Dave Grohl's a Minority Report guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, but you were you mentioned I'm curious your wait, was that where your coworkers take? No. Sorry, that was a different story.
Oh, Amber Guyger.
Yeah. We can just go to that story. Yeah, I'm gonna see the Joker. It looks Todd Phillips probably a nice guy. The School's Out, whatever was it called? Old School. I believe he directed that film. It was really funny.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Hangover 1 was funny. Starsky and Hutch, whatever.
Oh, I was wondering why they were asking about comedies. I didn't realize that's his.
Yeah, I think he's
That's his
directed. That's
resume.
like
Was
that's
his bag.
Yeah.
That was his forte.
Like, why don't you do comedy? He's like, well, people don't really like to laugh. Like, oh, they love to laugh, Todd. But I think that's what makes it, because even Patton Oswalt was like just going at him, and I'm like, I understand comedies are made, but like, you just take everything so literal. Like, you don't see, like when he says stuff like that, it's just weird to me that people are like, I don't understand what he's saying. None of the things he's saying exist. No one freaks out over anything.
It's a new
just
mind
like,
thought.
oh, golly.
Meanwhile,
But yeah, on to brighter stories.
Can I say one thing? Patton Oswalt's a bad Twitter follow. I got sucked into it. I
Fuck that,
regret
dude.
it.
Dude, I started following a lot of people, and like, I don't like.
Damn it.
I'm not the biggest fan of Trump either, but it's like,
Dude,
all you got to do if you want to get on social media, if you want to get on Twitter, just tweet like, man, I'll say it. I don't like Trump. Just like once every 24 hours, and you're like, I like this dude.
dude. And
blue check mark.
I'm fucking guilty because if you looked at who I'm following, it's like, this guy's a fucking libtard, left fucking idiot. Because I just got swallowed in one day anyway. I regret it. Patton Oswalt. It might be funny, but awful Twitter follower.
Yeah, I stopped following people, and not even people that like him or love him. It's just like, oh, I really like this comic book artist. I'm like, wow, he doesn't like to talk about comics whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna stop following you. Like, geez, dude, I don't care about breakfast, Brexit, whatever.
Yeah.
I get it. You don't like it. Not a fan.
Breakfast.
Just draw a fucking Catwoman big titties for me, please. Golly.
So, I'm sure Amber Guyger has sparked up a lot of conversations, debates, arguments, civilized talking amongst friends, whatever. It sure has, because it's very polarizing. Everyone knows the story. Don't have to reset or anything. But I work with a 19-year-old kid. I'm not really bringing this very good, but
That's good. You good? Just setting the stage.
it's just the hottest take that I have not heard from anyone else, and something we're listening to the radio, or she's mentioned, and he looks over and he's like, "So what do you think about this?" And I'm like, man, there's a lot to unwrap here, you know. Sort of gave out a couple of details, and he was like, "I think she should be killed." And I was like,
She should be
"Jeez."
killed?
Yeah, executed.
I didn't think that was what you were going to say.
I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to talk with this about this. I'm
Not
not.
at all what I thought you were going to say. Okay.
I was like, I'm not down. That's pretty hot take. And he was like, what? Just my opinion. And I was like, yeah, I know, but it seems pretty far out there.
It's a little aggressive.
You just pull over, get out of the car.
Yeah, I was like, it's a tad aggressive, and it's not like I have an opposing view. It's just a hot take.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, we're coworkers and stuff, and we can talk about work or talk about very small things. And I was like,
Very innocuous.
I was like, I don't really want to get into this with you. And he was like, why not? And I was like, it's a little too hot, you know, just.
You should have just laughed and be like, killed, man? You fucking crazy?
But it just kind of got me thinking, like, that's like that's so far out there.
Man, that's
I
crazy.
don't think this guy has all the facts, and maybe I should have engaged with him just to say, like, or just to present more of a. I mean, I'm no political. I don't know much about this case to like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should change your opinion, because that's.
Yeah, he didn't even give you any foreplay, though. It was just like, I think she should be killed.
It was straight up. I think she should be killed. I was like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, personally, I don't feel that way, but I would.
I mean, I don't either.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know.
I just don't understand, like, the.
Well, I think a lot of people are very susceptible to just the media and the news and everything. They just like get a lot of these face value facts, and they're just like, yeah, fuck that bitch. Because like I saw on Reddit, somebody put the news story up, and it said like, "Ding dong, the bitch is dead" or something like that.
Golly.
But like, I don't know. Like, I mean, like you said, there's a whole lot of stuff going on with this thing. Like, it's not really one of those things where it's very like cut and dry. Like, this happened, so this should happen. But like, people just, I don't know. People sit and watch TV, and they're just like, oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, fuck,
I'm gonna run
fuck
with.
them. They're an asshole. Like,
but I guess I kind of feel I didn't. A part of me wanted to just say, hey, you know, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. Sort of try to cool. He wasn't like, he wasn't upset. It was just his, I think she should be killed.
Just very flatly, like,
yeah. Just so matter of fact. And a part of me is like, maybe I should have engaged with them more. But on the other hand, I'm like, hey, we're at work. I am not going to get personal with you. We can talk about work stuff.
I feel like you're a good coworker to bring that up with, though, because I feel like some of your other coworkers would be like, "Are you crazy, dude? She should be given a fucking medal, dude."
Yeah. And, that's just, like, disengaging. But, dude, I was surprised because he took it very well. He was like, after a couple of why nots, you know, I didn't have to tell him more than twice. Like, hey, it's a little too personal. We don't know each other that well, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But after the second time, he was like, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And then we carried on to the rest of the day like fucking butter. And it was great.
It always sucks.
It has a happy ending.
It always sucks. It always sucks.
It got weird for a minute.
Starting that.
It did.
Starting that next conversation after that is always the most
So,
awkward.
sports.
Yeah. I mean,
Look at that billboard, man. That's crazy.
I mean, luckily it was work, so it was. I mean, I will admit there was probably 5 minutes of. Should I make a joke about abortion and bring it up? Like, hey, we could talk about abortion, but after like 10 minutes, it was like we were on again.
It'd be funny. They bring up abortion. He's like, I think they should all be killed. Like the women who abort, like no, the kids just abort all. They're like, oh,
Then we high five each other. Yeah, we can talk, brother. But no, yeah, it was just a piping hot take. I was kind of afraid at first, like it's really hot, but yeah, we got through it. We can all breathe easy.
I feel like that's an easy hot take to handle. I feel like it could have been way worse. I don't know if, I mean, it sounds bad. Maybe I'm just being like stereotypical. I feel like the obvious like hot take that I thought he would have had.
Oh.
I was like, that would have been a really bad car ride. Like,
yeah, it would have been a little worse.
She did the world a favor. Like,
yeah.
Hey man,
there probably would have been like 10 awkward minutes as opposed to like maybe 3, 4, 5.
So abortion, right?
Yeah.
You like killing little babies? The fuck is wrong with you?
But yeah. Anyway, she's getting 10 years. Yeah.
10 years. Well,
It's all wrapped up. Finally, I can listen to Muse in the news without like. I mean, I'm glad of these constant listening to it. I'm glad of being updated because I can't get into that.
Yeah, I forgot all about it until like. Yeah, it's one of those things. I know you say like it's interesting when you hear it, but you don't search it out at all. You're like, oh, I am kind of intrigued when I hear about it every day on the radio.
Well, not to like dig into it anymore, but doesn't she still have the option to appeal if she wants to?
I have no idea.
I believe that's what I read.
I didn't even know her name was Amber Guyger till this podcast. So,
but I don't know how the legal proceedings go for all that. If you have to like go and file paperwork, or if you have to do it right then and there, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that, but I mean, I tried to watch this was like 2 or 3 nights ago. Tried to watch the 9 o'clock news and get some more info, and I just, I'm not a legal guy. Like, this is just an all around. No one wins.
Yeah.
It's.
I'm curious to know what the family like. I'm sure there are responses out there, but I'm curious if they're.
His brother was he said something to Amber today, and it was very heartfelt and.
It wasn't like
genuine.
Fuck you, bitch. You should.
Jeez,
whoa.
Okay. No, it definitely wasn't.
Okay. That makes me feel better. I know that sounds bad. But.
Yeah, and of course everyone's a critic, and they were public figures, not too happy with the way his brother showed the empathy and for her and what she has to go through, and it's just so sticky.
Yeah,
it's like a honeysuckle. It's just so sticky. So
I haven't thought about a honeysuckle in like.
Very overrated.
15 years. Yeah, they were behind my house.
That sweet nectar for like a millisecond is just. Oof.
I feel like it's not even a drip.
It's a fourth of a drip.
Yeah, it's not like.
You gotta eat like 50 of them.
Yeah, you have to bundle up about 100 of them. Slowly get like a small glass and just sort of dip
Imagine
it in
if
there.
like crawfish were like a tenth the size. It's like the same thing. It's like a lot of work for. Like, oh, okay. I can
like
just go
pomegranate?
I can go buy a jar of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I had a coworker that used to buy pomegranates and like because it was like therapeutic for him. Big fucking math nerd.
To pick out the seeds. And
yeah,
all?
it was like he enjoyed doing that. And I'm
Jeez.
like, you are a fucking dork.
And I don't know what other podcast you could find a segue from Geiger to fruits and whatever, but
Oh yeah, I don't even
just
know how we
fucking
got...
did it. And we should take a break.
Okay. Be right back.
So I can rap. Throw it a hot rap.
And we're back.
Oh.
We are so back.
Baby, I'm back.
Baby, come back.
What was that? Oh yeah, whatever.
I don't know who sings that song. That's whatever.
Did I ever bring that up? How Arnold Schwarzenegger should have said in Terminator, like,
Baby, come back.
actually in the new one, he should be like, "I'm back."
What was that?
I think I brought that up on the podcast
Yeah.
before.
You have.
I'm back.
So new Terminator? Is this
Yeah.
is news? This
Oh
is
yeah,
news
yeah,
to me.
yeah. New Terminator. You didn't
Didn't-
news really?
Didn't Linda
Maybe I just
Hamilton
forgot.
say I'll be back in the trailer?
Oh, that's
Okay.
funny. I guess. Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. New Terminator. New.
And they put the T1000 in the or is it the T800? Which one's Arnold?
I think
800.
Arnold is the 800.
Yeah,
1000.
They put him in the new Mortal Kombat. And I watched the
Oh.
trailer today, or the gameplay footage. It looks fucking awesome. There's like a point where Scorpion like rips his mask off and like blows fire all over him, catches him on fire, and all of his skin melts off, and he's just like a fucking
Yeah.
robot.
Gross.
And he's like invincible. He's like fucking people.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh
dun,
yeah.
dun.
No fire's gonna stop him.
But he like teleports and does all kinds of crazy. He opens up like a time warp and like sends Jax.
Do they have naked Arnold in the game?
I don't think so. I don't know if there's like a hack
No ding dong.
to do it,
Yeah.
but yeah, he sends Jax through like a time portal, and like a Terminator comes up and blows a hole in his chest.
All right.
Tight.
All right. I'm gonna have to get that console in that game. I'm not gonna do that, but I'll watch someone else do it.
Is that a PS4 thing?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11. I
You
think you
get-
can play it on
11.
Yeah, Switch and Xbox.
What's Street
One,
Fighter up to?
5.
To be fair, Street Fighter had 11 Street Fighter 2s.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna
Really?
test him. Name all of the Street Fighter 2s.
All the Street Fighter 2s.
Name as many as you can.
There's Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition, Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo. I'm trying to remember if there was another one.
That's 5 Street Fighter 2s.
Damn. I didn't know there was turbo.
Imagine if like
Oh, there's Ultra Street Fighter 2.
Cool.
we're up to 6.
There's Street Fighter Super Turbo Street Fighter 2 HD or something like that.
Jesus, man.
That's 7. Okay.
It's just a bunch
Is-
of recycled names.
Do you feel like there's more than that?
Maybe, because there were different rehashes of the arcade machines. Because all it was is just like with the games now, they'll put patches in to like update, like they'll balance the game out or like change speeds. They'll do what they call
Balance is like making the players like stronger or weaker to like
yeah, based
okay.
on their attributes. Like characters will even out because like female characters typically have lower health than male characters.
That's fucked up, bro.
But-
can't do that in 2019.
But some female characters have stronger offensive moves than male characters, and they can move faster.
Can't do that in 2019 either. It's crazy.
But that's all it was. They're just like updating, like because Turbo made the game faster. I think Championship
Right.
Edition was like it was like some kind of modified version of Turbo, and then you had Super Turbo, which was like the additional roster.
I didn't think this is what I was starting.
additional roster change plus
Love
like
it.
the sped up like mechanics.
Wow.
I don't know, like
How many of those do you own?
I have. Well, I mean, I don't technically own. I have like I have.
How many physical copies do you own?
How many physical copies? I have Super Street Fighter on Sega Genesis. I have Street Fighter 2 Turbo on Super Nintendo. I have. I also have Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition on Sega Genesis. I have Street Fighter Anniversary Collection.
Dude, every female
On-
listener, which I'm sure there's tons, is just getting so moist
I've
right now.
Wet.
Yeah, the original Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, which has Street Fighter 3 Third Strike and Street Fighter 2. It's basically got all 5 different variants of Street Fighter 2 on there. And then I have the new think it's like the 25th anniversary collection, which has every game from the original Street Fighter up to I think the very last Street Fighter 3. There were 3 different versions of Street Fighter 3 as well.
Jeez, man.
Imagine if, like, what's funny is everyone talks about reboots in movies, but imagine if they just, like, I'm trying to think of, like,
Focused on video games?
yeah, just, like, Avatar. It's just like, let's just make, it did really successful, like, let's just make another one. Like, what are we going to call it? Just call it Avatar. Just keep calling it Avatar.
Yeah, throw another
Super
like,
Turbo
suffix on
Avatar.
it. So Street Fighter's like running laps around Mortal Kombat by now, right?
Yeah, as far as games go, I think
Maybe not
there's...
numerically, but...
Because there's probably like... There's the original Street Fighter. There's probably like at least 5 different versions of Street Fighter 2. There's 3 different versions of Street
Are
Fighter
you like
3.
the official like Wikipedia guy for Street Fighter 2?
He is.
That's what's funny.
We
Is
just
like
discovered it.
I get a lot of Street. That's what's weird is that they still have the 2, and they know exactly what they're doing because it's all marketing. Because people are like, "Oh, I've heard of Street Fighter 2. I'll buy
Yeah.
this one." It's like, dude, that's not the right one. That's Super HD Turbo American Championship. Like. So that's what they need to do. Like Terminator 2, successful movie. Super HD Terminator 2. American Championship Terminator 2. It's like all...
But there's also a Street Fighter Alpha. There's Street Fighter Alpha 1, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3. I also have a Street Fighter EX3, which is the 3D version of Street Fighter games that came out on PlayStation 2.
Is
Good
the Alpha...
God.
Are they... In Alpha, are they dressed in like... Are their costumes like militarized? Like it's sort of camo?
No.
Alpha. I just think of Alpha Dog
I
and
think-
all that stuff.
I think Alpha is like set like in the past. Everybody's like super young in the game.
Oh, okay.
But I also have Street Fighter, Ultra Street
Well,
Fighter 4,
oh.
Street Fighter 5.
Have you ever tried to take one of your consoles and like put it on some like aluminum foil and like cook it, and then smoke the fucking cartridge into your lung?
Inhale the burning plastic.
yeah.
But I don't think I'm like as crazy as some people. I saw a guy on Reddit today. He said he was halfway to collecting all the Resident Evil games, and it was like a picture with just
Dude,
Resident Evil games like filled up the picture. Like,
there's
Like
got to
30?
be a ton of those games,
yeah,
man.
maybe more than that.
Because they did the same thing where it was kind of like,
Well, they did rehash, like they're starting to do the reissue. So you got Resident Evil, the new Resident Evil 2, like
Wow.
that they just came out with. It's like a whole new game. They updated it, and it's more like Resident Evil 4, which is like kind of an action adventure game instead of that clunky like fumbling around stuff. But there was Resident Evil on PlayStation. There's Resident Evil on Xbox, on the Wii, on the Wii U, GameCube.
okay.
Jeez. How many Parasite Eve games are there?
I don't know.
Just the one?
I think there might be more than one of those.
There's got to be more than one of those games.
Yeah.
Even I remember like playing that game. Like, man, this can't stop here. It's got to go on.
There were probably a few. I never played those though.
Really? That's surprising. It's like a mild RPG.
He doesn't have time. He's got Street Fighter to
Yeah,
fucking.
he's fucking horny for Street Fighters. You got to go.
And if you want to get really weird on Street Fighter, like there you
Oh,
go.
we
shit.
haven't gotten weird yet,
fuck.
ladies and gentlemen.
There's also X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Haven't tickled the kink yet.
And,
Let's go deeper.
X-Men versus.
Street Fighter. Yeah, that's the prequel
Oh, that
to,
makes
like,
sense, 'cause Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
I didn't have to finish it, but I wanted to just so we could. I got nerd cred too, ladies and gentlemen. What's up?
There's also Super Puzzle Fighter.
Super
What?
Puzzle Fighter?
It's like the little Street Fighter characters, but it's a puzzle game playing while they fight. So
That
you're
sounds awful.
Almost like Tetris.
Yeah,
You're playing
but-
Tetris while
Uh-huh.
fighting.
yeah.
Jeez.
I don't. Wait, so you're playing the puzzle, but characters are just fighting in the background?
I think they have different versions of it. Some of them are where you're doing the puzzle and the characters fight according
you're not-
to like
oh,
what
okay.
blocks you break or whatever, or sequences you set up. But they also have one where it's just like a fighting game, but they're all little cutesy.
So it's like if I get a
characters.
Tetris, this guy does a fucking spinning back fist.
How do you
Yeah.
Wow, it's weird. They put like 2 games. Man, they have really tried to milk that shit for all it's worth.
Hey, man, apparently it's still working, right?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Got
Are
a
you?
fan.
Are you though?
I'm kind of a bad fan. I've been playing a little bit more
I'm
lately.
a bad fan.
I think you're.
That's how you know that you're like a good fan when you're like, I'm a bad fan because I'm, you feel embarrassed around other people that.
Well, I just like put it down for a while, so I'm more trash than I was before.
Yeah, you're a fake ass fan, dude. You don't even like that shit.
Man, you'll get back on that horse. You're too pot committed to Street Fighter to just let it go. Like, you gotta go, man. You gotta go finish it out.
You wear Street.
Huh?
Sounds like I was about to cry. You don't have any Street Fighter clothing, do you?
No, I've been on the hunt for like a good T-shirt, but I haven't like found one. I'd like to find one like in person rather than like order it online. But
Boy, I'm telling you, there's some pretty awesome. I don't know what you call it, like cosplay stuff you can do with that. I'm sure you're well aware of that.
yeah, they have
Oh yeah, I've looked at a few Street Fighter cosplays.
I mean, talk about getting your kink on. That's like the perfect mold. Like,
Oh,
it's
that
like
drive
the
you
perfect.
crazy?
It's like peanut butter and chocolate. Like your girl's dressing up as
Who would she dress
what's her
up
name?
as?
Chun-Li.
Chun-Li.
Is that who you would like?
maybe.
She may be listening.
Yeah.
And
We
then
going,
you're.
we going Cammy?
Well, actually, I mean, you're making this joke, but me and her played Ryu versus Chun-Li online the other night.
Ah, that's funny.
Hell yeah.
So Ryu's your favorite player?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one's Ryu?
He's like the generic. Hey, I'm like
Is
white.
he how you
I'm
can
like
guy?
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, main guy, white gi, dark hair, red
Okay,
gloves.
yeah.
Yeah, very like boring.
What about the
White red.
kick-ass Marine guy?
Guile.
He hates. Do you hate Guile? No, you hate Ken. Is Ken the Ken's the like opposite of? Well, not the opposite, but he's like.
Yeah, he's the other Shotokan fighter. He's got the red gi.
So he's the Sub-Zero to the Scorpion.
Yeah, more or
Oh,
less.
that's probably a good way to put
But
it.
yeah, red gi, blonde hair, American.
Wait. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Guile in the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, got the dog tags.
And not American. Okay.
Just worked out.
Okay.
You got to ride that hot
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van
Well,
Damme name.
Wasn't that how it was in Bloodsport? Also, he was adopted, but he like claimed America.
Oh. Yeah.
He just had a weird accent.
Yeah.
It's just an explained weird accent.
That's probably
Yeah,
right.
they were just like he was like from Belgium, and like some American people adopted him or whatever.
he's fine. He's American.
And then he went to Asia to train with whatever. Maybe I'm just kidding. It's not stupid at all. I love that movie.
I'm not really down with those movies. But I am down with the NFL.
What's going on in the NFL?
Sports Flash. It's not even really a sports flash. It's just a weird observation I had while watching the Browns were on Sunday Night Football a 3 weeks ago. Believe it or not.
Oh, yes.
It's like their first
yes.
time in 10 years.
What's their record?
Right now,
Yeah.
as of October 2nd,
Mm-hmm.
3-2.
All right. Wait,
Two
have
and
they played 5 games?
2? I don't really know.
Okay.
I think 2 and
2.
2.
I'm fine with a 500 record. I would just hope that they got something under their belt.
Actually, their last win, Smilie, was like a 15-point beatdown of the Ravens.
Booyah! Suck it, Flacco.
Yeah, they're
Lamar
first.
Jackson. Lamar Jackson.
They're first in the
No,
AFC
Joe
North.
Flacco is the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, but he plays for the Broncos now.
Joe
Joe Flacco's a Bronco.
God. You know
Lamar
what's funny
Jackson
is I'm almost positive we've talked about Joe Flacco
Yeah.
playing for the Broncos, but I have a feeling 2 weeks from now, Joe Flacco's going to come up and be like, Broncos? I'm going to forget every time because that's just Flacco, man.
Flacco's a Raven for life.
You're like, oh, yeah,
in,
Flacco.
In my eyes. Even though I was the guy who claimed that I claimed that Flacco would take the Broncos to the playoffs this year.
Okay.
I'm looking like a big old idiot right
Browns
now.
are 2-2.
Okay, 2 and
That's
2.
fine. That's fine.
I
But
think
they are number one still.
Number 1 in the
Wow,
house.
really? Okay.
Yeah, the Steelers are big.
1-3. And the Bengals are 0-4, like a bitch.
I have a coworker. He's not really into football at all, but he's from Ohio. And I was like, so, Browns fan? He's like, I could tell he wasn't a fan. He's like, Cincinnati. And that was literally his response. It was like, okay, yeah, you clearly don't care. That's fine. I'm just trying to make conversation because if you ask me,
because sports and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, hey man, sports and that's what dudes talk about, man. Like, you like sports? It always sucks when they're like way into it. I'm like, oh fuck.
I don't know, man.
I don't even know who your quarterback is for your team. I don't know who the Browns quarterback is. Never mind, I do. Baker Mayfield.
There you go, sports guy.
Booyah! I didn't know who the fuck Lamar Jackson was till 5 seconds ago.
Boom.
I don't know who's replacing Roethlisberger.
Mason Rudolph, just in case anyone asks you.
Mason Rudolph. I'm going to forget that as soon as we leave here.
Just think of Red Nose Rudolph.
Okay.
Who always had a red face in Pittsburgh? Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, do you think there's a burger joint?
So just associate redness, Rudolph, Mason Rudolph.
Okay, Mason Rudolph. Do you think there's a burger joint in Pittsburgh that has a Roethlisberger?
Of course. There was one his rookie season after he took him to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, it's a rookie season, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm nerding out on football.
Jeez, dude, we're trying to talk Street Fighter over here.
Oh, wait, I called it Sports Flash.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, what was the, sorry. Browns were playing in a game a few weeks ago.
I called it Sports Flash, so I will not apologize for a dumb sports point or a sports snort, if you will. Anecdote that in Big Ben's rookie season, he took him to the AFC Championship game.
Wait, was that the sport? We never even got to the sports flash.
No, I'm sorry. The sports flash is watching the Browns on Sunday night. I forget who they were playing. It's not relevant. But I don't know if it was just because it was a night game, but I was noticing a lot of visors. A lot of clear visors, which is understandable. It's night, so bring out the clear visors.
Okay.
I counted, it was a loose count, at least 8 people on offense and defense on the Browns were wearing visors. And I got to thinking, there's way too many visors in the NFL.
Okay.
There's way too many. We're over-visored, especially the Browns. Way over-visored.
He's like
quarterback, defensive end, running back,
I'm sure it's an
both
eye
wide
thing.
receivers, safeties, cornerbacks. So many visors. What the hell gives?
I don't know who it is, but I feel like I saw a picture of a player.
It was more rhetorical, but yeah.
I saw a picture of a player that had, like, I don't know if it was a bloody nose or what it was, but I was thinking, like, man, you gotta let your face get bloody. That's why you wear the fucking helmet. I don't know what happened. This is totally. I saw a picture online.
Maybe a loose.
I don't even know what it was in reference to.
The helmet might have been loose, but dude, it's just nuts to me. Like,
I feel like people
there shouldn't be this many visors. Like, if there are eye problems, you guys have plenty of money to correct your eyes. Like, you have trouble seeing at night. I don't know. Get some corrective lenses.
I feel like people
maybe
they like gear.
Correct your eye. Yeah, it's a whole gear thing. It's
because you look at
elbow pads.
Vlad Guerrero. Wow, that guy really stands out. Why? Because he doesn't have anything. But everyone else got to give him a little elbow pad on both. I got to get the fucking weird helmet.
Barry Bonds. You guys remember Barry Bonds after he was walked?
And I think it's a
knee brace, elbow brace. It's like he's got a.
And I think it's almost. It probably does help him. I don't want to say it doesn't, but you even look at basketball, and I know that those like the tapes and the wraps or whatever help them perform better. And I mean, there are better athletes, but it's still funny to me that it's like I feel like it's almost just like a ritual. Like I feel like it like gets them in the game. They like to have something to fidget with, or like, oh, I like to go through my process, putting on the gloves one at a time.
This guy, Myles Garrett, has a Dragon Ball Z visor.
See, it's gear, man. I'm telling you, that's...
Well, that's not... You can't wear that during a game.
Oh, okay.
That's practice.
But still, I feel like it's definitely like... They just like having the more stuff. They like more stuff. I got to get stuff.
This is old man yelling at a cloud. I know. But I just find it just looks... It used to look cool whenever, like, you wouldn't see it as much.
Yeah, it looks scary. Like, holy shit, is that guy...
Especially the dark visor.
Yeah, it's like, is that guy a cyborg? Is he a fucking robot out
there?
Yeah,
that's cool. But whenever you start seeing it everywhere, it loses its luster. It loses its awesomeness, and I think half of the Browns need some corrective surgery on their eyes because I just don't understand over visored. It's just so over visored. I'm repeating myself.
Do you think
But yeah,
it's like a corrective lens type of thing?
It would be funny if it's like bifocals and they're straight up fucking it's fucking.
Because I understand the dark visor, if it's sunny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think they're just worried about eye pokes, I would assume.
But I mean, a wide receiver doesn't have to worry about eye pokes.
That's right.
No one a lineman, offensive or defensive. Of course.
They're not really prescription,
But
though,
even-
are they? Are they?
Dude, I've been obsessed with NFL helmets and visors and all that stuff for almost all my NFL watching career.
Who has the worst helmet?
Worst helmet?
Yeah, you can think of.
Used to be Eli.
Yeah, look
It
at
was
that.
always so lot.
I knew you. I knew. No. I knew you would know. That's why I was like, I knew he's gonna know.
It was always so lopsided looking and
Okay.
nah. But
Like very special?
Best helmet.
yes, yeah. Best helmet.
You're like, oh my god, there's so many. So we got.
Dude, it might take a more than.
You're not a big fan of too many those people that had a goddamn
shredder?
the truck grill. Yeah, shredder would be perfect. You're not a fan of those.
um
Too crazy.
That's
Definitely somebody trying to look intimidating.
Yeah.
That's definitely a geared thing. I like
there was an old cowboy named Chris Canty who had the shredder face mask.
He played for the Cowboys, or he played for the Giants?
played for the Cowboys first.
Really?
Booyah, bitch.
But yeah, he
Stick
had,
to Street Fighter, Smiley.
But he had a dark visor and the shredder.
Oh, I
Is
remember
that Khalil Mack?
I don't know. It's just like a generic picture.
It looks like it. It says Mac.
Yeah.
Raiders Tuck Mac.
But Chris Canty had that because I think in college he had a finger go through his face mask and really fuck up his eye. And if you see a picture of Chris Canty, I believe if you see him without a football helmet on, he's got the one eye is sort of a little not lazy, but it's just sort of.
Yeah.
What happened there, bud?
I mean, maybe the Browns had some weird accident. Oh yeah, I see.
You can see one eye doesn't look like the other.
Yeah,
And
maybe they had some sort of accident with a teammate. And they're like, "Fuck that, dude! I ain't maybe some practice squad guy or got fucked up or something."
Yeah.
And
Oh, he played for the Ravens. Look at him.
look at that.
But yeah, we're too over visored. I've said that 5 times. But yeah, I can see offensive and defensive linemen having visors because hands
sure.
hands are around the shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Whatever. But wide receivers,
Yeah.
cornerbacks,
I can't really figure out.
running backs, maybe.
Do they have maybe they? Well,
Safety
you said
first,
it,
man.
You said it was at night, so there's no point. It's not like sun protection.
I
or
mean, they're
anything.
all clear visors too.
Yeah.
And I understand, I wear glasses at night because I have weak eyes, but
Weak ass
there's
now.
no way that all 8+ of those guys, gotta have the visor. It's nighttime, the fucking lights. It's like they've never faced it before. You gotta have the visor.
Does Von Miller wear a visor? Because he wears glasses. I don't know if he actually wears glasses or if it's hey.
I have rarely seen him without glasses, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Even
Does he wear a visor? That it's blowing my mind.
I think he's the guy who wears goggles. I think he wears.
Oh, you're probably right.
Specialized goggles inside of his. Now I know he did have a visor.
He's faking it. He just wants to look like James Worthy.
But I am going to talk trash on the quarterback.
There's a visor right there.
I am going to talk trash on the quarterback who has a visor. Why? Why?
Better safe than sorry, man. That's
You're dropping back. There's
Those are
hardly
his money
any
makers.
hands in your face.
Oh man, dude, they're coming up trying to murder you, dude. They got their hands up trying to block that ball coming
Get
out.
a better offensive line.
And
You
fucking,
don't.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much.
Why does Baker Mayfield have to he has to have a visor now?
I mean, it costs less to get a visor as opposed to the millions of dollars it costs to get a good offensive line.
Well, I mean, corrective surgery costs what, $1,000?
That's true. But look at fucking the guy, Chris Canty.
He had his eye gouged
They
out. Needs it.
went to some banquet and they're like, "Hey man, what's up? I'm Chris Canty." Like, are you talking to me or are you talking to OBJ over here?
Cold-blooded.
And then no, I'm just saying. And he's like, "Well, I'm wearing a fucking visor now." Fuck
Yeah, that looks
dude.
fucking stupid.
You look fucking stupid. Baker Mayfield's the man, dude. All right.
And look at the. Do you remember the last Browns quarterback who wore a visor?
Yeah. No.
Johnny Manziel.
Oh,
Now it's like, yeah. Look what happened to that guy.
Let's not. Come on, Baker. Lose the visor. You don't want to look like the job.
Actually, that's probably
You
what
don't
did
wanna
it to
look like
Manziel.
the
That's
visor.
yeah,
where
he
he-
looks fucking stupid
where he
too.
went downhill.
He doesn't need it. I guarantee you, more than half.
Dude, I am 100% all in on the Browns winning the Super Bowl this year, so I could be like, "Oh, what's up? Maybe people start getting visors."
Okay. A Super Bowl winning team will never ever have a starting quarterback that wears a visor.
Okay. All right. We'll
But do you
see.
think the quarterbacks are scared just because everybody's trying to murder them? Like they're just
That's why you have an offensive line.
Yeah.
This is football 101, but maybe once a game you'll have
it's
a hand in your face that
it's like a freak accident type
Yeah,
thing. 'Cause
it's-
most of the time they're just going for the sack. They're just trying to get their hands around your waist.
or they're
Take you to the ground.
going toward like your torso. They're dragging you down.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive linemen and linebackers or anyone on the defense is taught don't ever put your hands near an offensive player's helmet.
Yeah.
Head and neck area.
Uh-huh.
That's a personal foul, blah, blah, blah.
Accidents happen.
I know, but it is such an anomaly whenever a quarterback gets a hand in their face mask. There's no need for that.
We'll see.
No fucking need.
We'll see. We'll see
I'm calling
whenever
Manziel. I'm calling Mayfield to the fucking carpet.
we'll see whenever Dak Prescott gets blinded in the Super Bowl and then
I
they
love-
lose. Watch that. He's going to get an eye poke in the Super Bowl. Then they lose the Super Bowl.
No. Cooper Rush will step in and take care of it.
Okay, well, they'll win the Super Bowl, but Dak Prescott never plays again because he has a fingernail in his brain.
Hell, but if they went to the Super Bowl, it's pretty awesome. I mean, Dak's a good guy, but if it took him losing an eye
That would be funny. Let's.
for the Cowboys to get,
This is what's going to be funny. So let's say they get to the Super Bowl, he gets his eye poked, and what's the dude's name? I don't even know the backup.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush. That's not a real name, but okay. You just made that up.
I know it doesn't.
But
sound
it's
like
going to be
it.
funny. He gets eye poke, Dak goes out, and Cooper's like, "I'll go in, but only if I get a visor helmet."
I'm going for the other team.
And then they win, and then I'm like, "All right, sweet. That'll be double for me because the Cowboys will win, and it'll be visor guy win, and I'll be
called it.
like, I told you."
But I called it starting quarterback.
Oh, this is fucking bullshit,
No,
man.
well, I threw it out there a mere 2 minutes ago. Starting quarterback of a Super Bowl winning team will never be wearing a visor.
Okay.
There's an explanation on the internet.
Tom Brady wears a stupid glove on his. I don't understand the non-throwing hand glove.
I don't either. That's
I'm
an
sure there's
athlete
something
thing.
to that. Yeah, there has to be like me questioning Tom Brady is dumb about quarterback decisions. I just
What
don't
about kissing his
understand.
kids?
That's quarterbacking decisions. Not I can question his
Okay,
weird
sorry.
fucking fetishes.
Oh, we're sticking to Sports Flash.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, he's not the only one. The other players do it too. So I know there's something to it. I don't.
Matt Ryan does it.
I don't understand the non-throwing hand glove.
You know who didn't do it? Tony.
I heard. I don't know if
Rome's.
Tony Romo says. I don't know if this is real, but I did see it was a Facebook thing. I don't really trust anything on Facebook anymore. But I heard Tony Romo. You know what? I don't want to attribute this to him, but I heard that someone said that. Now people are automatically going to attribute it to him.
Nah,
but,
that's fine.
But I heard that. Now I'm wondering if we already made this joke.
Make the joke.
But
Who
Tom
cares?
Brady, the NFL actually has to wear helmets to stop Tom Brady from kissing the other player. That's probably why they wear the visors too. They're like, I don't want his fucking.
Like, I don't want any DNA from this guy. This cat getting on me.
But it says it just for eye pokes. That's basically what it's for. But it says the NCAA banned the use of tinted visors for the same reason, and the NFL has followed suit as well.
Really?
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I've seen some. Man. Okay.
Have you though?
But
I
it
know
says,
Zeke and Odell have worn tinted visors, but in like whenever game time starts, it's clear visor.
But it says that sometimes people get poked in a pile, and it says players created the
People
term
pile on.
eye gouging to describe the grabbing that goes on inside a pile. Sometimes players would put their fingers through another player's face mask to try to hurt his eyes and prevent him from seeing properly.
Yeah, but Amari Cooper doesn't wear a visor, and that guy is a wide receiver who could, be on the, he could fumble the ball and be underneath the pile.
Yeah.
No visor. So
Maybe
I
wonder if it's just like.
think it's a look thing, and I think it's dumb.
But I wonder if some people have
If you
gotten
can have-
like near pokes or something, and they're just kind of gun shy about.
Well, that's. I can't speak for him, but I think it's just a looks thing, and like.
Yeah.
Like if you're scared of
But
getting.
why is that cool? That's not cool.
Sometimes it looks cool, man. Sometimes, but like I said earlier, it used to look cool whenever you saw it, like sort of rarely.
Yeah.
When I rarely saw it, and it's like, oh, that guy, cool. But yeah, now it's just every other player has a fucking visor, and like now I'm just gonna think, oh.
Does anybody still
So you
do the?
You knowingly are playing this game, knowing that you could have your skull like removed from your spinal cord. But yeah, you just want to protect the eyes.
Yeah.
Gotta protect the eyes.
Do people
It's at the
still-
cost of looks, and that's bullshit.
People still do the under eye, like the.
Oh, they're tricking that up too. I've seen a couple of guys who have the eye block just under one eye.
Oh really?
You see two blocks
Yeah.
or two, and then you have like I think Reggie Bush used to put the zip code of his, not the zip code, but the
Of his high
area,
school,
the
probably?
area code
Oh,
of
okay.
where he grew up.
Mm.
And so
John
you
3:16.
gotta have the 316. You gotta have like dead parents' names if it's small enough name to fit in there. And then like Dad, Mom, Rita, Hank,
Dad.
But yeah, it's just too much tricking up.
Yeah.
I won't stand for it.
Old man, get off my lawn.
I hope somebody does.
I'm
Is
gonna
anyone
stop. I'm gonna stop watching the NFL whenever the percentage of players, whoever visors goes over like 50%.
I can't wait till they approve. It's October.
What if they have
isn't
like
that,
scuba helmets that they just put on and cover their whole heads?
That Eli used to wear.
yeah, they just wear like astronauts outfits to fucking play football. I hope they have a pink visor for breast awareness month. Just awareness
Breast
of
awareness.
breasts.
Are you aware that they're breasts?
Did you know that
Indeed, I'm watching
most
football.
women suffer from the plague of breasts?
I'm watching football and I like breasts.
I mean, everything else is fucking pink almost on every fucking game. It is October. That's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
Do they still give Susan Komen all their money?
I don't know. I think it's just a. You know what? I don't know.
Maybe this is.
What's Suji
You don't
Komen-
want to take a stance on like I'm tired of this fucking pink fucking shoes.
Well, I thought the Susan Komen thing was a big scam.
Oh, I don't think. No, man. I hope not.
I think it was.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of wanted to.
Why can't you
I don't know what's
just
going
give
on.
the money to the dude doing cancer stuff? How hard is that?
I don't know.
We
You gotta
can't.
scam people and give people money under the table. But charities, there's no such thing as charity.
Yeah, there is, Smiley. There is. You can do it.
You gotta give it straight to the homeless people or the cancer people.
I'll tell you what. If this
Just
show ever
hand
get-
it to them and put it in their pocket.
If this show ever
Cancer
gets
people.
big enough and we get a sponsors, I'm not
shooting.
taking a dime of that money. It's all going to
Charity.
charity. I was going to say
Bullshit.
a charity,
Uh,
but I can't think of one on the top of my head.
No. Shriners Hospital.
Cook's Children's Hospital.
But so they can get a normal sized car.
Jeez.
Jeez, like I just like a Shriner's like, hey man, fucking those cars are energy efficient, or I don't know what their logic is.
Speaking of energy efficient, why is everyone hating on Greta Thunberg?
Oh,
They're
because
just
she's
mad.
Trying to save the
tiny and
world.
angry.
She's trying to save the world. Good for her. I mean,
I guess so. I like her. She's
Isn't
like,
she in?
breaking news, the world's already fucked. But I mean, the effort's just
Greta,
fucking great.
you need to understand, you can still enjoy your
Does
childhood.
she have like Asperger's? Is that another thing they're like?
Is her
picking
last
on
name
about?
Thunberg? I don't want to get that
Thun-
wrong.
man, I don't know how to
Thunberg?
fucking say it.
Thun. I mean, kudos. I mean, the effort, great, but a little too late. A little too late.
I feel like people just.
We're not gonna have drinking water in 10 years. Like,
I saw a video.
that's kind of it.
It's semi-related, but I saw a video. Man, I wish I could remember what it was regarding. But it was like these children asking, I believe, Nancy Pelosi serious questions. And it was very off-putting because it kind of felt like, you know, she's old enough to know the facts, she probably understands more of it than I do. But it just kind of seems like people kind of put their children as like
Spokespeople?
yeah, and I just I don't really like that. I don't want to say that she doesn't have her own opinion, and that's what's funny is people are always like, "Oh, this kid's brainwashed," and it's always people that disagree with what they're saying. But if they agree, I mean, there are people. We spoke about David Hogg off mic, but there were people at that same school where David Hogg got the school in, was it Florida?
Parkland.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen interviews with other kids that are still like pro Second Amendment that preach the exact opposite of that kid, but no one's like, no, we need to listen to the children. It's like, well, not all kids agree. I don't know. I feel it just feels weird having a kid be a spokesperson for a thing that's ultimately going to be forgotten about in probably 3 weeks, and like enjoy the fame while it lasts. I guess. I
mean,
know.
who knows? I think
get
it's.
it. You're mad about global warming.
I think it speaks more because future. Obviously, children are the future.
Mhm.
Well, she's definitely got people talking. I don't know, like love her or hate her, like people are talking about.
Yeah, David
Stuff.
Hogg had people talking. I get it. Like, I'm just
Isn't it
saying,
weird?
it's like,
Sorry, I don't mean to interject.
No,
but isn't it weird when people say, "Children are the future"? It's like, yeah, obviously, it's sort of how generations work.
Yeah.
Like, of course, they are the future. Like, it sort of feels like when people say, "They're the future," what do you? It's like, yeah.
yeah, it's like an
It's
obvious.
sort of spoken for. We've
You know
been
what? I
doing
never-
this whole rigmarole.
I
Not
never thought of
rigmarole.
it that
This whole
way.
thing for like 3,000 years. Yeah, like of course they are going to speak up. They're going to do. They're children.
Yeah.
They're doing good most of the time.
I don't know. It sounds really bad,
I
but
think I fucked up my own
I just
point,
couldn't
but whatever.
help but laugh at the speech. Just
She
'cause it
gave a
was like,
speech?
how dare you? You've taken my childhood. Like, okay.
She's got about, 10, 15 years before shit really hits the fan. And by then, she's 25?
Supposedly,
Hopefully, she's gone through a
we'll
few
we'll see. We'll see.
kick-ass college experiences, maybe a little acid, little booze.
Well,
She's
a lot of
ready to
people-
die.
Unless the lamestream media just brainwashed her.
A lot of people did make fun of her, talking about how dare you took my childhood, but she went on to say that she was lucky because a lot of people don't have like as nice of things as she does because of the climate.
What's
fucking
funny
up
is
their lives.
so she kind of like stuck by her words because she took some sort of like boat, like energy efficient boat
Yeah.
Boat.
to New York. It was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But apparently they had to have pilots in New York Station to basically like fly the boat back or something. It's just funny because she's like stuck by her word. Like, you're thinking like, oh, you're gonna go on a fucking plane though. You use fucking jet fuel and all this. So she stuck by her word, but it's just still kind of funny that you had to have pilots fly it back. But I don't know. It's just, I know it sounds really bad, but like I say, it was just kind of funny because it looked like, I feel like everyone, and this might be the problem with the world, everyone feels like they're the star of their own movie. Like, if you watch her speech, you'd be like, this is 100% going to be in a movie someday.
Yeah.
Unless the water just rises that much and we don't have movies anymore. I don't know. But
It'd be like Waterworld, Kevin Costner.
yeah, people, I don't think people should get
You're
mad
in.
because, like, I think she'll just, a month from now, it'll be like, who cares? Like, I don't think anyone.
Yeah, we'll be knee deep in just impeachment hearings and all that stuff, and Greta will be just hanging out.
And I don't mind listening to the kids, but like,
That's a bad opinion. That's a bad take. I want that redacted. I want it fucking cleared and beeped.
I don't mind listening to the kids, but all the kids don't agree. That's why I have a problem with like children of the future. We need to listen to what they say. It's like, okay, well, one kid over here is saying climate change is bullshit, and the other one is saying that we need to do something about it. Who the fuck do we listen to? Like, they're young adults. I don't like. They all have their own fucking opinions too. I don't understand.
I have one message for the children under 18.
Wu-Tang's for the children.
Nope. Get it while you can and smoke cigarettes. That's all I'm going to say. Interpret that how you want. Get it while you can and smoke cigarettes.
Don't vape.
Go vegan, because there's too many fucking cows in this country. And if you go vegan, won't have to make so many cows. Won't be farting.
Well, didn't they
raising waters. You're gonna tell me they debunked that too?
Well, that was another thing that Rogan brought up. He said like, there's the factory farming is less than whatever percent.
Oh, Rogan, pro meat Rogan over here is telling,
and then
dropping knowledge.
The beef is like half of that, less than whatever percent.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
So what are we supposed to do, Smiley? Actually,
stop burning fossil fuels.
I've heard.
Keep going. Just keep going. Man.
I've heard concrete. I've heard concrete's really bad.
Yeah.
And what's funny?
I believe it. I've inhaled it.
What's weird, and I don't know how accurate.
Bad Coke or something.
Inhaled concrete. Oh, I got
like mixing concrete
by
hand.
Yes.
But and I don't know how accurate it is, but it was on a podcast, and it was just weird because, like I say, I don't even know if this is accurate, but I'm like, the way they explained it made sense. Like, you know, it covers planet fucking Earth, it's fucking absorbing heat, blah blah blah. But no one ever talks about it.
Yeah.
So it makes me think.
Because we need it.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Too
is
much.
that the people kind of lobbying for climate change are like, oh, what do you do? Like, oh, well, I work for a a solar blah blah blah, or a electrical car company or something. It's like, oh,
It's just like vaping and big tobacco.
I get it. I get why you support that.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Because of this?
Yeah.
I'm doing the money thing.
I mean, isn't it weird that the big oil companies are like, oh, it's bullshit, and the people that aren't big oil are like, it's not bullshit. Kind of makes me think everyone's full of shit.
I mean, isn't it? I think it's kind of cool and kind of awful that big tobacco has this shroud of invincibility. Like,
fucking A, bro.
Can't get us. Oh, vaping's killing like 13 kids. Well, look at tobacco. It's killed like, I don't know, 20 billion.
Well,
that's exaggerated. I know. 20 billion is exaggerated.
Big tobacco's like getting in on the vaping game, though. They like
but there will always be cigarettes for us to smoke.
Will they?
Yes.
Forever?
God, they're fucking better be.
And fucking one thing the United States of America, they're better damn well be.
Dude, if there's, and I'm not
Actually,
kidding.
I don't think they'll get rid of cigarettes in your lifetime, but I think eventually they might.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
if there's
1,000 years from now, they won't have them, Smiley.
If there was anything I will protest, it would be the right to smoke cigarettes. And I'm not fucking kidding.
Wait, I can't wait till you have a kid, and you're going to have a kid up on the stage being
Jesus.
like, I would love to smoke a cigarette. Blah, blah, blah.
You sound like Bernie.
That's a kid. I'm a kid.
The 1%. I don't want to smoke cigarettes.
But I don't know. I mean,
see, okay.
Up until
this is going to be off subject, but Bernie got fucking heart. Bernie got fucking heart surgery,
clogged artery,
which is fine. But I saw
it's a bad look.
I saw his tweet about it. I was like, thanks for the well wishes and everything.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's very, it's unpredictable with these kind of sicknesses, and it would be a very shame if someone were to go to bankrupt over this. And I'm like, you're literally taking your fucking heart surgery as like a fucking talking point on like healthcare
to make a point. He's using it to make a point.
It's fucking weird, dude.
Everything is weird. Dude. Everything's weird.
That's what all politicians do. This is why I kind of think, man, I don't even want to say that I think.
You gotta save face while you're a sickly old man.
I'm not going to say that I think climate change is bullshit, but I feel like all politicians, they have like, all right, here's the problem. Immigration. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to the world. We need to build a wall. Climate change. Worst thing that ever happened in the world. We need to do this. I feel like they're kind of talking hyperbole about problems that we're suffering, but that's their like It's like, what are you selling? Oh, I'm selling fucking climate change. I'm selling immigration. I'm selling healthcare. I feel like they're just like,
Yeah, for sure.
and I don't
That's
want to
exactly
say
what
these
it
are
is.
big
I don't want to
problems
say
in
that
our
there's
country.
I don't want to say that they're not problems, but they blow them up as if they're the worst thing that is ever
But
going to happen.
people feel so much about that. So if you can reach out to more, that's what that's what I assume being a politician is all about.
Well, I feel like
Obviously,
they-
it's reaching out to masses.
Yeah, but I
Massive
feel like they
amounts of
overinflate the
people.
problems. That's why I kind of feel like maybe climate change isn't as bad as people are making it out to be.
Do some research. It is.
Okay, I will.
And I wasn't trying to-
live another 60 years, and whenever we're not underwater, I'll be like, oh, turns out they were
Shit.
just. I'm just saying, we'll see. We'll see whenever. All right, we'll see. Well, I'm just gonna wait. I don't. We don't
just
even need
gonna
to
wait it
argue. We don't even need to argue. I'll just wait it out. Like, what do you want me to do? That sounds like I'm.
Sounds like you
crying 'cause
need a cigarette.
Sounds like I need less cigarettes.
Keep smoking.
But
yeah.
Greta, you're cool. Keep doing your thing.
Keep doing what
I
you're doing,
guess
Playboy.
No one's gonna care in a few weeks, so whatever. The climate is changing.
What time are we at? Because I have a very controversial joke.
Ooh.
It's not very.
Is it about Greta? Great, here we go.
No. It's sort of topical.
Okay.
Sort of. What time are we at?
Right in an hour and a half.
You guys want to wrap?
Sure.
I don't have much else.
Yeah, I got nothing. Climate change.
Tom
Is-
Petty, Geiger, Greta. Hey, what happened to Greta Van Fleet?
Still
that,
rocking.
That fucking moment is fucking gone, eh?
I mean, they're still playing. I'm sure people still like them. They got a new album coming out. They're gonna be on
I
this.
think- Don't quote me on this. So this is not a quote. I think they're touring with a really shitty band at the moment, which got me just so warm
Is it
inside.
shitty, or are they hugely popular and shitty, or just
Should we do
shitty?
some on the fly producing
on the fly
or
producing?
on the fly researching? Well,
You were
all
happy that there
three
were-
of us look it up. Come on.
You were happy that they were playing with a band that you
I was
did not
happy to
enjoy?
see them being knocked down a peg. I could be totally wrong.
You know what? I hope that I hope Baker Mayfield. No, I hope that the backup quarterback for the Cowboys wins
Cooper Rush.
wins a Super Bowl with a visor. Halftime show.
Greta Van Fleet.
Greta Van Fleet. And you know what's even better? Like, just nothing. No dancers. No hula hooping.
Just up there sparing everyone.
No.
With their,
Just I hope it's just them. I hope
You're
that
playing with Shannon and the Clams.
I don't know who that is.
Shannon and she has clams.
Clams. I think that's a reference to vaginas.
I just clicked on like a random show. They're playing at the Bill Graham Civic Auditorium.
It's like he sounds like Robert Plant, but better.
Your ears are mistaken. Your ears need visors.
You know, I
Because
will
your
stand by
ears
that.
aren't
Like,
doing-
I will stand by that. They
ears aren't
100%
doing-
sound like a Led Zeppelin ripoff, but he is 100% better.
It says
than Robert Plant.
Shannon and the Clams.
I will stand by that.
Shannon and the Clams have released 4 albums of 60s inspired pop on indie labels.
Oh, they're touring with another retro sounding band.
Yeah, they're
Crazy.
like- Oh, you guys are. I wonder if they rip off, like, if they sound like a carbon copy of, like, I don't know, the fucking Temptations or something.
It says
Actually, who was the Supremes? Lane of chicks, ladies.
says on their
Say
new
Women,
Is that okay to say that?
box havers.
on their new
Boxing.
album, you
Clan.
can hear the band progressing from straight 60s inspired rock and exploring their taste for psychedelic, dramatic, throwback pop.
See, it's good, man. It's bringing the old people in. Old people are bringing their kids
no,
in.
old people are going to that show, bro.
Dude, old people are going to that show.
Old people aren't horny for Greta Van Fleet.
I think they are.
They're not even horny.
This is what I'm saying. Do you think 35 people, us, are horny for them? I think it's
No.
old people taking their kids. Because I think their kids dig it. And their parents are like, oh, they sound like Led Zeppelin. I like old music. I think that's their audience. Like two vastly different generations.
I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with them. They're gonna flame out sooner than Greta Thunberg.
You're like going to their fucking website.
Hey, get the shit out of here. I'm gonna tell this joke, all right?
I'm just seeing if there's
And
anything
the
else.
black
But
moon.
I was waiting for like a noisy thing to happen with this website.
Oh, it's gonna start just fucking jamming music. Yeah, what do you don't have to look up. We just wanted to know who they were playing with. We don't need like tour dates,
Shannon
ticket
and the Clams.
prices.
Shannon and the Clams. I thought they were touring with like Nickelback or something. Sorry.
Shit.
Alter Bridge, maybe.
Shit. Alter Bridge.
But it said people also search for Shinedown.
Gross. That is so disgusting.
Okay.
Come in my milk.
People love generic rock.
I'd rather have someone come in my milk than.
Yeah,
listen to
I was
Shinedown.
wondering where that came from. Like,
There's the tie.
gross. Come in my milk. What? Okay.
Why is the white guy the scariest guy in prison?
The white guy, the scariest guy in prison. Because.
Because you know he's actually guilty.
Oh shit, that's fucked up.
Oh shit.
That's fucked up, man.
Peace be with you, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Good luck, Guyger. Damn it, you didn't get that in there.